So, I was bored. So what I did was I went on Instagram to find out which condiment was better, mustard or ketchup. And I went on Instagram and I asked people which condiment did they prefer. The responses I got from the people I asked varied greatly. The answers varied between mustard, ketchup, or no response at all. But I looked at the responses of people that did say that they preferred either mustard or ketchup, and I found a divide between the mustard fans and the ketchup fans. So me, being an intellectual, I created a couple of graphs to display the data I found in this with my research. And there's a pretty fine split between mustard and ketchup supporters. And they're dead even, although the no responses are indeed way more, there's way more of them than mustard and ketchup responses. However, even with this answer I got from the responses on Instagram, I did not feel satisfied with these answers, or at least the overall data. So what I did was I went on the vast web of the internet to do a little bit more deep diving into research. I found a ketchup or mustard quiz to take. It's a quiz where the quiz decides whether you like ketchup or mustard. I took it, and well, after I was done, I found the data that it gave me. It said that 69% of the people that took the quiz preferred ketchup. Well, I don't know if we can really trust that data though, because it does come from a random quiz on the internet, and to be honest, numbers such as 69 being used, we just can't trust it at all. So we need to go deeper into the internet. So, in my quest for knowledge, I went onto the official Heinz ketchup website, which they don't do just ketchup, it's ketchup and mustard and other products, but I went there, and I tried to find the sales record of both ketchup products and mustard products. And what I found was that type of data was not accessible to me. So what I decided to do was I decided to look at the prices between the 14-ounce ketchup bottle and the 14-ounce mustard bottle, and to see which one was more expensive or less expensive. And by seeing which one was more or less expensive, the lesser cost on one of the products may be because it was selling worse than the more expensive one. Or, it's because one costs more to make, but we're just going to ignore that. I looked and I found out that the 14-ounce ketchup bottle only cost $1.99, and it also contained about 20 calories per serving. And then I looked at the mustard bottle, and it cost about $7.17 and only contained about 10 calories per serving. Both of these prices were both at Walmart. So at Walmart, it cost those two prices to buy bottles of condiments. But I decided that those numbers weren't really reliable, considering the event that's going around right now and all that stuff. So I decided to look at something else. So instead of looking at the price, I decided to look at the amount of ketchup and mustard products consumed in the United States last year. And what I found was that the amount of ketchup products were far higher, or far more of them were consumed than mustard products. Which, you could say is because mustard is less popular than ketchup. But that doesn't necessarily mean that mustard is worse than ketchup, or ketchup is better than mustard. I had to get exact numbers on this. So what I did was I went onto a website to try to find some more exact and precise information. I found out that roughly 305 million Americans consumed or claimed to consume ketchup products last year. But what I couldn't find were the mustard products consumed, because the website that had the information I needed was withholding the information from me and locked the information behind a paywall. So I can't tell you any of the information because I don't know it. But I do know this. In the end, my journey to find which condiment was better led me to more questions than answers. Well, not really. But I guess you could say that in the end, ketchup is more popular than mustard. But you can't tell which is better. It's impossible. So I'm going to end this video with a quote. When choosing condiments, there is not one path. There's not even the right path. There is only your path. Now that's going to wrap up the end of this. I guess you could say that mustard is the best. That's the end of the video.